Hey everyone, Mike Mulligan here. Thank you so much for joining me today. I am a certified orientation and mobility specialist, and today I'm going to be talking about the O&M technique for perpendicular alignment, also known as squaring off. So squaring off can be done both with or without a cane. If you're doing it without a cane, you're going to want to do protective techniques, and you can also do this with a cane. So one thing that's really challenging for some people is traveling through open space, and one thing that can help with that is to square off. So first I want to show you how to square off, and then I'm going to give you some practical examples. So to physically square off, the main thing is you're going to want your back against a flat surface, such as a wall or some other flat surface, not a curved or diagonal surface. And when you're against the wall, you can check to make sure you're squared off by making sure both your heels are resting against that wall, or your two shoulder blades, the back of your shoulder blades are resting against the wall. So that's squaring off. One practical example that I'm demonstrating here is getting out of a car and needing to follow a pathway up to a set of stairs at a house. And one good way of having straight line travel up this path is to square off against the car I just got out of. So once I square off, I can go straight and make it to the stairs. One thing to note is that you don't want to be facing too much to the left or too much to the right, because that's going to take you off track. Again, here I'm squaring off at the bottom step, making sure both heels are touching the bottom step. My nose is facing straight ahead to 12 o'clock, and then I'm continuing on back to the car in a straight line. For this next example, I'm demonstrating a more advanced squaring off technique for crossing a street. When you're crossing a street, you don't want to be at the curved part. That's going to send you diagonally across the street. You want to take a step or two into the perpendicular part of the curb, make sure both heels are on there, and you have a straight line of travel, and then you continue across the street. And then after you continue across the street, if you want to return, you want to make sure both your heels are on the curb, you're squared off, and then when it's clear, you can cross in a straight line. So one thing to note, this technique can also be used indoors for crossing hallways or open rooms or around kitchens, all different areas. So squaring off is really a technique that's worth learning. Thank you so much for joining me today. I hope these examples I gave were helpful. And squaring off is really a useful and practical technique that's worth spending some time to get to know and feel comfortable with. It will help with traveling, especially through open space. Thank you so much for joining me. Have a wonderful day. Bye.